Good morning. It is 6:22 a.m. on Friday, February 16th, 2018. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. I mentioned being busy at work, and it is just continuing to escalate. I have very important things that need to happen, all coming up this week. It's going to be fine, but like it's the problem here is harmonic convergence because generally speaking, I have three different projects, 3 or 4 different projects, and the benefit of having it be like that is that at any given time, one project might be, busy doing a lot of stuff, or it might be, not so busy waiting for things to happen or whatever. And so, each project has its own individual peaks and valleys. And so the optimum is that, when one is stuck, I can work on another. And then sometimes they're all stuck and it's, you have to try to kind of work to try to figure out what to work on. And then sometimes they all break free and have their peak intensity all lined up at the same time. And that's what's happening to me right now. So basically I'm going to have to be going into work pretty much all day on Sunday. And on Monday, even though it's a holiday, technically I'll get holiday pay for that, so that's fine. I mean, but and Tuesday, and then it's basically that's all at the same time that we're scrambling to try to get another thing ready to happen. So basically just a lot of what I do is just sort of working on documents, but then it becomes, okay, well, now you have to actually run these tests that you prepared. And those are like the critical periods where everything has to be done just right. There's not really a lot of wiggle room. It has to be done that day. Things have to go right. And basically I have a bunch of that all lined up together, and it's stressing me out just a little bit. And on top of that, I think Luna has another urinary infection, so I had to make a vet appointment, and that was difficult to try to line up along with the other things that are happening. And it's stressing me out a little bit. Be okay, but I am going to have some stress management. Yeah, so that's on my mind for sure. Just as a brief little micro update, I've been having a little bit of trouble with the PC tune-up for AVG that I installed yesterday, because when it was running, it was working fine, but then for some reason it wouldn't open properly, and so still trying to tweak with that, get that updated. Also, I'm very excited for Black Panther starting opening today. It's gotten some really good buzz, but I was always excited for it just because he's a cool character, and I really liked him in Civil War, which I rewatched last night. Civil War, I think, as a movie, holds up pretty well. I think even some of the things that I wasn't necessarily as enthusiastic about on first viewing when I saw it in the theater work better for me on a rewatch. Just the whole theme on how everything works hangs together a little bit better when you're not stuck on the ground level of the mystery part. Like when you understand what Zemo's plan is, and you can watch him do it. And one of the things that I actually kind of liked about his plan is how loose it was. You get the impression that it was not this carefully constructed clockwork master plan. It was really just a goal, and then figuring out what he needs to do to move in that direction without necessarily feeling like he needs to move each individual piece. Like he's just responsive, He obviously has plans for some of the bigger moments of it, but yeah, I don't know. But also just the theme and the dilemma of oversight versus control, and of course Black Panther, T'Challa is awesome in it, and so I'm excited to see him in his own movie. I'm going to probably go see that today, assuming that I don't end up having to work past the time that I intended to see it. So we'll see. Yeah, in the meantime, I've got to go ahead and get ready for work, so I'll talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes.